Well, look at this team. This is an interesting one. What, you can't see me? I'm over here, guys, I'm over here. Yes, yeah, I'm over here. So, it's been a little while since we've had a video. And in that time, I've just been practicing with Zacian, Calyrex, something fairly standard. Just kind of getting a feel for the meta and in preparation for the World Championships. And at this point in the series, we know what everything's all about now. We're at a point now where the season, this rule set has been around for so long that you're not going to see any innovation at this point. You're just going to see variation of what you've already seen, I think. But still, I'm looking at other things, hence the Doug Trio team so far. Probably won't take that to Worlds, but it was an interesting little experiment. And I've got another one here. This is, well, it's Ribombee. The team looks really weird. I'll quickly go over it super fast. So this team is by no means the finished article. It's not, there's a few matchups it does struggle against. One matchup it's very good into though is your typical Sun Core, which I think is going to be as popular as ever at the World Championships. So why Ribombee and what does it do? So Ribombee has, well, it's a really high speed for starters, base 124. Has access to really nice support moves such as Fake Tears, which is what we're running. Also Sticky Web, which is a great move in theory. In practice, it's difficult to really properly utilize, but we're going to try it out anyway. But Fast Fairy, two really nice abilities. First one, Sweet Veil. So Ribombee or its partner, neither can be put to sleep. So shuts down Venusaur, shuts down Sleep Powder Spam. Its second ability, I believe Shield Dust, I think it's called, stops secondary effects from attacks. And what that means is Ribombee doesn't flinch from Fake Out, among other things. So we've gone for the former, but the latter is definitely useful for sure. And so when looking at Ribombee, I thought, okay, I need a fast, strong special attacker to really take advantage of what Ribombee can offer. So that's why I've got the Palkia on the team. And it's not ideal. I would like something a little bit faster, but you start to lose power at that point. I mean, the only faster things you're looking at in terms of restricteds there are Lugia, which isn't quite powerful enough for my liking, and Calyrex, which we're using anyway, but it's faster than Ribombee. I'm not going to go slower than that. Oh no, we could use Eternatus as well, but I don't like Eternatus, the ability to not Dynamax it. And the fact that Zacian could shut it down. Leading Zacian into Ribombee Eternatus. Yeah, you could do that. So, yeah, the idea behind the team is just for Ribombee to enable Palkia, the other Pokemon to enable Palkia as well. That's why we've got 4 attacking moves on the Palkia. Try and get as much super effective damage out as we can. And yeah, this seems a bit weird if you look really closely. Like I say, by no means a finished article. But let's give it a go and see how we go. We have an opponent. It is Shadow Rider Calyrex and Kyogre. That's definitely not a Defiant Thunderous. I mean, it might be. Come to think of it. If that's physical Seismitoad, even though they have all the tools there to beat Incineroar and Landorus, that might be Defiant, but it also might not be. We're going to bring Indeedee, get the Psychic Terrain up, stop them messing about with Grimmsnarl and or Thunderous. Tapu Fini and Palkia both look fairly decent here. Just need to, if I can keep the Thunderous away, then that would be not quite nice. We're going to lead Fini, Palkia in the back. I don't think this is a game for Ribombee. I think it's going to be Calyrex. Let's give it a go. So Thunderous Calyrex lead, not what I was expecting. But I'm quite happy to see that. So we've got Indeedee and Fini. Oh no, this is a little bit problem actually, because if no, this could be okay. If it has expanding force, then that would be a bit of a problem, because it will switch out our Indeedee first, and if we go for a follow me, then that doesn't work, of course, once Indeedee switches out. So the electric move will go into Tapu Fini. We're going to go for the follow me regardless, and go straight for a Shadow Ball into Calyrex. See a Dynamax. Thunderous. Okay. Could be a bit of a problem if we let this Thunderous run away with it. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a bit of a problem, to say the least. So Indeedee switches out. We'll get Calyrex in. Although I'm expecting us probably to lose the Fini here. So max darkness. So I think they were calling our bluff there, expecting us to switch. Thankfully we didn't. So we break any potential Sash on Calyrex. That's good damage. I think we just go for it. I mean, or do we? The alternative is we try to burn the Thunderous, because I think they might protect and go for the Airstream. I could see that being a thing they do. We're going to switch Fini out, get Indeedee in. Keep Fini healthy, because we might need it for the Seismitoad. So it is a protect. So yeah, this is going to be what you'd imagine is an Airstream. We hit the Wisp though. So, the good news is we are threatening a KO onto the opposing Calyrex. Do they switch out or not? So no switch. And indeed he should see this turn out. Although this will be close though. Okay, so good. Okay, Calyrex is gone. And we've done well to kind of mitigate their Dynamax. We got quite fortunate though, them predicting us to switch out, and we didn't. I still have another turn of Dynamax available. Incineroar. I'm happy to see that. So at this stage, oh no, they've done their Dynamax turns, of course they have. At this stage, I don't think I need Fini anymore. Do I need Calyrex anymore, honestly? No, we'll keep applying our pressure. Just go for the follow me. Astral Barrage. We'll probably lose both of our Pokemon here. But that's okay, because I expect it's going to be the... It's got to be Kyogre in the back. And I think Fini and Palkia should see the game out for us. Good damage, not quite enough to get the knockout. Snarl, so double Snarl on this team. So we've got decisions to make here. What move do I want to go into the Incineroar with? Because I imagine it's probably going to switch out. And I imagine the Wild Charge is coming out into Fini, since that would be super effective. We'll let the Thunderous deal with itself. But yeah, do I want a Geyser, or do I want to Wyrmwind that slot? We'll Max Quake and Moonblast that slot, I think. That makes sense to me. And this is where we start to see the surprise Eerie Impulse come out and ruin our day. So, yeah, they haven't switched either, which is a surprise. I thought they would for sure. But I guess they want to keep that Kyogre as healthy as possible. So Wild Charge comes out, should do decent damage. Yeah, is it enough to knock Thunderous out? Nope, it's not. So Sugar Berry. But we should pick up the KO between these two moves for sure. Yeah, I can't see Incineroar in this. There we go. So Incineroar gone. And it's got to be the Kyogre, right? You can't see it being anything else. Thunderous is gonna finish itself off, as we hoped. Even if it doesn't go for a Wild Charge, the burn will get the job done on the subsequent turn. And there is the Kyogre. Nothing's hit the Kyogre with super effectively, but that's okay because we can just Wyrmwind. Get big damage off that way. Go for our Grass Knot, although it doesn't look like Fini's going to be sticking around. They go into the Palkia, okay. Okay, and if they don't knock out Fini, or if our Fini happens to be faster, which it might be because we're quite speedy, then that will just get the job done. Nope, we're not faster, but we take that all day long. And there we go, job done. So, game one out the way, no B, unfortunately. So we'll have another one and see how we get on. We have an opponent And it's one of those classic Sun teams, and I was bragging saying that we should win. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so they don't have the Venusaur, so honestly, Ribombee isn't super necessary here, even though I really want to bring it because I do want to feature it. If they don't have the Venusaur, then the lead is Indeedee-Palkia to stop them messing about with the Grimmsnarl. Yeah. Calyrex and Fini again. Do I bring Fini or not? Incineroar's pretty good. I think we don't bring Fini. We bring Incin. Could make an argument not to bring Calyrex as well, but I think we're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to go with these four. So, Groudon Charizard lead, big surprise. I've never seen that lead before in my life. Okay, so let's do a bet. How much do you want to bet on them switching out? Who are they going to switch out? They're going to switch out one of these Pokemon for the Gastrodon, trying to catch the Geyser. And that's why we're going to Wormwind into the Charizard. If they switch out the Groudon, we knock out the Charizard. If they switch out the Charizard, we knock out the Gastrodon and get the attack drop onto Groudon. So, where's the Gastrodon coming in? Place your bets now. So we're Dynamaxing. Same speed as Charizard, assuming Charizard's max speed, so maybe they're Dynamaxing as well, or maybe they're protecting. They have not switched out, which I'm very surprised by. It happens 100% of the time. We might see a double protect. Nope, double Dynamax. Okay. Okay, so let's see how much damage this does, unless they go for the max guard. There's a helping hand. This should knock out Charizard, I'm sure it does. So if it's a speed tie, we actually win the speed tie, which is very fortunate. And that's Charizard God. Very surprised we didn't see the Gastrodon switching. Very, very surprised. But while this is not over by any means, that's a great start. And what we're going to see coming out from the Groudon, if it's a Precipice Blades, it is. So indeed he's going to switch out. The obvious thing is to switch in Incin here, but I actually don't want to do that. Because if they switch in the Zacian, we'll get the Intimidate off before they switch in. So we'll bring in Calyrex. Calyrex threatens Zacian anyway. My opponent taking their time. That's not Zacian. That is Zacian. I don't recognize the traditional Chinese name. Okay, so I've got a couple of options I can go for here. I can't believe they didn't bring in the Gastrodon. What do they have in the back then? You can't tell me they didn't bring the Gastrodon. So I need to double check something here. good, yeah. So we are Telepathy, as expected. So I've got a couple of options here. I'm actually going to Bulldoze. I'm not going to Bulldoze. We're going to Wormwind into Groudon. Let's just switch straight out. That's Gastrodon. Okay. So they're really trying to catch us out, I guess, with the Gastrodon. It's too little too late, though. I don't need to be going for the Max Geysers at this point. That's big damage as well. Shadow Claw. Okay. Just glad we protected because we don't have we have the Sash from Ribombee. We don't have it on Calyrex, so we do have to be super careful. Oh, this is where Ribombee would actually be good though, because I'd be able to stop the yawn. Do they switch the Zacian in on the Gastrodon slot? I don't think they do. I'm going to Wormwind it because I can afford to. With the lead I've got here, I can afford to do this. They just forfeit, so we get the win. So, unfortunately, no B, but all that means is that I'm going to do another episode with the team for sure, because I want to showcase the B. I do want to see it in action. But thanks for watching, guys. If you have any thoughts on the team, do let me know. Try out Ribombee for yourself, even though you haven't seen it in action. But do give it a go if you do. Let me know how you get on with it. And yeah, hopefully see you guys in the next one. You take care.